Hello and welcome to the next Bruiseday. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie for the Sega Genesis. Now there's an SNES game too based on the movie, but it's actually well, quite a bit different. They have different stages, they have different difficulties, this game being really easy. It's actually made by Ben Presto, is that how you say it? The same guys who were responsible for the Super Robot Wars games, actually. And Power Rangers goes back to my dear childhood. I was obsessed with it when I was like 3-4 years old. And this is one of the games I played. Although this is probably one of the weaker titles, it's still fun. It just has some issues. But we'll get through that as we go. I was originally going to do a Turtles game for this week, but my run of Turtles 2 kind of went bleh, so I decided to do something a little easier on me. So welcome. We're going to be doing this on hard because this game's not that hard. So let's start this thing. This is based on the cinematic film, the first one of Power Rangers anyways. Second one being the Turbo movie. Was that shown in theaters? I seem to recall it being shown in theaters, but I might be wrong. Not to be confused with the new one coming out, although I'm not too sure about that one. It looks like it's going a little edgy, but we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to go see it. Anyways, Ivan Ooze has been released and we have to stop him. That's the bare bones of this. Welcome to Stage 1. We actually get to pick out of all 6 Rangers. And this is based off, like, mid-season 2 and onward Rangers. So let's just start off with Aisha, the Yellow Ranger. Now, you have your basic 4-hit combo. The Yellow Ranger has a special double hit at the end of hers. You can charge up your move to do a special attack. Varies on the Ranger. These Ooze guys are kind of jerks. They have some annoying attacks, but here comes like one of my main problems with the game. The enemy variety is not good. The first 2 stages consist of fighting like pretty much only Ooze men, and while they do have a good variety of attacks, it gets dull quickly. But the animations of the game are really nice. So is the music. The music's actually right from the show, made into Genesis form. Although I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, like, the exact names of each song, I can tell you they are from the show, and I will be editing that onto the screen. I will be showing you, like, you know, song of this. I'll also be showing you other details, but we'll get to that when we get to Stage 3. You also have varying attacks when your jumps. You can actually, like, do a jump kick, you can do a flip kick, you can do a backwards, like, knee. You have a lot of variety with your jump attacks. Shame it doesn't really go that much, far in the end. You can get coins, all the various power coins from all the various Rangers, like the Pterodactyl gives you life back. And I should mention now, one of the main reasons this game isn't very hard is you are given 3 full life bars. 3 full life bars. Against some enemies, this makes sense. Against most of them, not really. Oof. These guys have an annoying grab, though. And when you do run out of time, you do start losing your health. Triceratops, I think. Or was that... whatever. The Falcon, I don't know. I didn't see it very well. It wasn't the Falcon, you idiot. Power coins aren't the ninja coins. Not yet, anyways. Oh, hi, Ivan Ooze. Bye, Ivan Ooze. Ow. That hurt. At the end of each stage, you of course get a bonus, depending on how well you did, and all that good stuff. But, Yeah, so Ivan Ooze goes to the power chamber and just wrecks Zordon, you know, the mentor and leader. And here's one of the most is like one of the biggest dropped opportunities of the game. So, in the movie, they had to go to Praedos, which they had to fight a lot of things without their powers, such as the Tengus, stone skeleton, or not stone skeletons, freaking gargoyles, skeletal dinosaurs, freaking stone warriors, all kinds of stuff. Also, Zed and Rita, the main antagonists at this point, were just easily taken out by Ooze, just so they couldn't get in the way. But yeah, they don't do anything with this, and it angers me so much. Like, we get 3 stages based off episodes from the TV show, which is cool, but why do you skim over all of this? If the game's called The Movie, why don't you have more of the movie than you do of the series? It's just baffling to me. And, I mean, I like this game and all, but this irks me every time because it mentions it right there. But regardless, Ivan has dug up Scorpiotron and Hornitron, or Hornitron, or Megatron, whatever. But we got our powers back, or we're getting our powers back, you know, after defeating those stone gargoyles that could have been incorporated into gameplay. Okay, I'll stop being bitter about that. But Zordon basically contacts us last second because he's about to frickin' die, and then we decide to finally go back with our new powers that we just lost. But we have to destroy the Etomorphicons. Is that a Harry Potter spell? Whatever. Power Rangers. The power is on! Now let's take them on with my favorite Ranger, Tommy. In his White Ranger form. You know, Tommy has taken enough powers over the franchise's history to, like, make a whole team by himself. Also, cars. There's a cute little reference over there, We Need a Hero. That's actually one of the songs that the songwriter Ron Wasserman did. He has done a ton of songs for Power Rangers, and they are all great. They're cheesy as heck, don't get me wrong, but it's probably part of why I'm so into, like, rock music, aside from, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog and Dynasty Warriors. Also, you can abuse your first 3 hits of your combo. Tyrannosaurus gives you a credit. So you can lock these guys. The Tommy's charged up attack is a wave of energy out of his sword, like from Saba, his sword. Bleh. And it's kind of like Cloud's Blade Beam. Oof. Now this stage's main thing is that it's long. It is long. Also, if you somehow get under those shadows, you can catch them. It doesn't make any sense, but it's hilarious. I'm glad I got to show that off. But anyways, how did you guys get into Power Rangers, if you were even into Power Rangers in the first place? Were you exposed to it through a certain series? I started with Mighty Morphin, watched Zeo and Turbo and In Space, and then stopped for a while, then watched Time Force, and then watched Dino Thunder. That's basically the gist of my experience with Power Rangers. I watch the Sentais more nowadays. I'm watching the Megaforce one, the one that Megaforce is based on, I should say. I can't remember the full title of it. It's great, though. The Red Ranger's such a funny pirate. But so yeah. This street is long. Get out of here. You also have a desperation attack. It takes some life to do, but it's worth it generally if you're surrounded, especially by these ooze guys. They're kind of irritating about that. Oh. Freaking... Something I should note. Something that you always need to do in a beat 'em up. Crowd control. You always need to keep everyone on one side. Keep everyone on one side or else you will be overwhelmed entirely. It's probably something better to bring up during the Final Fight 3 stuff, but figured I'd bring it up in something I can actually think during, because this game's pretty easy, even on hard. Although I've taken a lot of damage, it's mostly because these ooze guys get a lot of cheap shots in. Come on. Also, you can change your direction while you're charging. It's kind of nice. No. Come on, get all in the same spot. Now, since I like explaining what the best move in each beat 'em up is, the best one in this is probably the 3-hit cheese combo I showed you. Just hitting things a couple times and then just chaining the combo again. I'd say this is a good beginner's beat 'em up. If you want to introduce someone to the genre, this is a good one to start with. It has all the basics of a basic, beat 'em up. It has a couple of its own little nuances, but it has enough of the basics while looking interesting and being pretty fun to actually play, despite the lack of enemy variety. We'll get more as the game goes, but I mean more of the bosses when I say that. Although this is the last time we're going to be fighting ooze guys. How many of those guys have I actually killed? I don't... if you want to do a count, that's fine, but just note that that was 2 right there. The same puddle right there was 2 guys. Mosh pit! I just did a Bruce Lee 1-inch punch on you and just BAM! Okay, opinions on the actual movie. It's fun. It's a fun movie when it's going in fight scenes or has some of that 90s music going on. It's kind of otherwise, but I enjoy the fight scenes. Especially when Tommy has a shovel and he's just kind of beating people up with it. That's kind of cool. Like a bow staff. I learned from Bruce Lee. Nice try. That'd be a cool fighter's gimmick, though. Be able to turn into a puddle and move around. Oh no, it's the enemies. It's Ornitron and Scorpitron. How will we ever defeat them? We're just little tiny people. You silly, we have Zords. Either the Ninja Megazord or the Falcon Zord. Let's go with the Falcon Zord for consistency. Because it is Tommy's personal Zord at this point. Okay, and Zord battles. You have a shield, which takes over your jump. You have your basic combo. Your run is a attack. And your desperation move is still a desperation move. This guy's kind of weak. But still, you want to block... you can't block grabs. We can grab them too, though. Our grab's way stronger than his. I will shoot lightning. Also, the Falcon Zord's, super cool. Because you can, it has lightning breath and it has freaking Gatling gun arms. What's up with Tommy always getting Gatling gun arm things? Because in Zeo, he got a Zord that could shoot, freaking Gatling guns out of its hands. Now, Oriatron's gone, so let's take out Scorpiotron now, who's just obnoxious and has a funky hitbox, but is overall really weak. We take him all the way out. He doesn't survive this. Come on. Yeah, that was a nice try. Are you even... You even know who we are? The freaking Power Rangers. We're gonna destroy you. Well, that broke my shield. Well, it didn't break my shield. It went through my shield. Ow. Oh, no, you don't. There we go. Falcon shot. Falcon punch. Ah, Falcon punch. Ah, come on. Falcon dash. There we go. Had to finish it. Ah! Caw. Okay, so this is the other weird part of the game. They decide to have a flashback, and this is what I mentioned earlier. We're going back to stages based off the TV show, starting with the episode White Light in Season 2. The episode numbers will be popping up as we go to the various stages. Just check the top right or top left, whichever I find cleaner to do. But we're back to Lord Zed, the actual menacing villain of Season 2, who actually forced the Green Ranger to not be the Green Ranger anymore because he drained the last of his powers. But then Zordon granted Tommy a new set of powers, which made him the White Ranger, and he made him the leader, which a lot of fans are kind of irked about this still, because Jason's, you know, the de facto Red Ranger leader, but then Tommy was just given the reins. But for this stage, we are going to be Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, master of the power bow, because every single Ranger's weapon is power something. Well, in this season anyways. You can do a cool projectile attack. The charge doesn't take very long either. Now we're fighting putties, the basic enemies of Mighty Morphin. Although these are Zed variants, not Rita's variants, because you can tell because the middle, there's actually a Z on their chest, and this quote-unquote made them stronger, but it also gave them the weakness of, if you punch that Z really hard, they blow up instantly. This somehow gave the Rangers trouble for the first couple encounters. I don't get it either. Kid show. Also, this dorky thing I still like as an adult. Also, I like how Kimberly hits people with, like, I think that's the bottom of the bow, is it? I can't tell what that is half the time. Anyways, this is the gimmick of this stage. We have 3 bosses. Sentinel Neck is a sword user. Also has a couple fireball techniques, if I recall. You have to take them down to the middle of their red HP. They have very funky hitboxes, so careful of that. Also, the barrels are funny because you can just clean putties, like, up. No problem. Ow. 4. Strike. Come on. Oof. I hate getting hit by kicks like that in these fighting games. Beat 'em ups, totally different genre. Stop saying fighting game. That's what Ellison does. Stop being like Ellison in this instance. See, as you can see, the putties are really not sturdy at all, at least in this stage. I like the shattering effect, though. That's at least nice. Ah! Oh. Darn it. Okay, stop doing that. Okay, this is Sentinel Ear, who has a really annoying hair tag, like Milita Rage or something. Its gimmick is that it will grab you. It does the most damage of the 3 Sentinels. The hair attack hurts really bad. Let's clean out some putties. Strike! Here's Sentinel Ring. That's Triceratops right there. That's the life up. The other was probably White Tiger. Okay, so Ring is the mage. Really low durability compared to the other two. Did I take him out already? Oops. Supposed to take out all the putties first. Okay, so this is the hard part of the stage. Oh, well, not these guys. Here it is. We're fighting all 3 at once. It's a mess. Try to kill a particular one first. Try to corner one. Ow. And it's kind of hard to combo any of them because the others will grab you. Especially if it's ear. Like so. At least we can get rid of neck. Killed by getting thrown into. Wow, that's a pathetic way to go. Okay, ear, you're next. Die! I missed. There we go. Die! Wasn't so bad, though. Oh, but because it's a Power Rangers monster, they have to make them grow. And Zed sends this little Star Wars droid to do it. Instead of being like Rita and saying, oh, grow, and all that. We're going with the White Tiger Sword, the canonical destroyer of them, I think, anyways. Or was he the one who had trouble? It doesn't matter. Freaking Tiger Sword, let's go. We're fighting all 3 again, but this time on a Zord battlefield. They're a little weaker starting off. Don't be afraid to use your power attacks to get any of them off you. Also, the best thing is the running attack of this and the Thunder Zord is basically like a ram. Ow. Oof. It also gives you invincibility frames, so use that to avoid Ear's attacks. Aw, the charge shot missed. Okay, the worst one's dead. I could have continued that combo, darn it. Get away. Ow. Ow. Alright, Ring, you're the last one. You're the easiest one. Let's finish this. No! Not again. Okay, fine. Let's finish. Ah. Okay, I need to stop being fancy. There we go. I win. So, the 3 teenagers that Goldar here kidnapped are actually the 3 future Red, Yellow, and Black Rangers, that being Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. Adam, the second Black Ranger, is actually played by Johnny Young Bosch, who a number of you might actually know from his voice, from his roles as like Ichigo, or, you know, Guy in Tales of the Abyss. That probably not so much as Ichigo, but... Okay, time to play as Zack. The Black Ranger has an amazing charge attack. Frickin' axe rifle. How cool is this? You know, Fire Emblem axes could take a cue from this. Except they got good. But anyways, frickin' axe laser gun. There are certain caves to go through. We are going to go through 2 of them. I'm going to demonstrate 2 of them to you. In this one, we have to fight a gauntlet of a lot of enemies. And by that I mean a lot of putties. I'll be demonstrating a secret boss in the other one. It's amazing how a beat 'em up has a secret boss, but whatever. Bam presto. I punched that Z so many times. It should be Z. Okay, that was bad by even my standards. You dodged the shot! Sorry, my hit rate was like geese there for a second. Okay, putties. Die. Come on. Freaking axe rifle, though. Now see, when you don't have enemy variety, this gets really dull. If this was like a huge variety of enemies, I'd be having a lot of fun. You know, well, it's kind of fun to stomp through a bunch of putties. It's just, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Stylish. Okay, now let's go through this cave. Because it has a bonus boss. Hi, Zed. His gimmick is that he, well, yeah, he opens his hand and you're stuck wherever he opens it. Yep. Ah! It's very easy, but mainly if you have a projectile weapon. Like the Black Ranger or Yellow Rangers. Or Pink Rangers. Blue and Red are out of luck. I just realized only 2 of them don't have projectiles, and, well, Zed's toast. Although that, you know, a Zed encounter went really poorly for Tommy when he did it. I believe that was in Season 3, but they kidnapped Kimberly, made her think she was Rita, and then, long story. But anyways, Tommy's fighting Lord Zed, and he doesn't do so hot. Not at all. He does force him to retreat, but it wasn't because of, like, advantage. It's because he had to focus elsewhere. If I recall. Now let's get to an annoying boss in this game. He's so annoying, they decided that you had to fight him 3 times. Well, that is if we can get through this endless army. There we go. Goldar. One of the cool villains they decided to make super irritating. How'd they do this? Well, okay, so you can't combo him. He stays obnoxiously in the air most of the time. He doesn't fight you like mano a mano like he usually does in the show. Like, he and Jason would always sword fight or something. And he constantly spams his attack, so all you can do is spam this, your flip kick, which you can only do while you're standing in place. Or the Red Ranger's charge up, because Red Ranger's charge up is basically a Shoryuken with his sword, which I'll be demonstrating. I have to get him to do half of his red bar at least, so you don't have to take him all the way down. Else this would be super obnoxious. You can also block, because he wasn't obnoxious enough already. Nope. Oh yeah, he also has that diving attack. He rarely ever does that, though. Come on, I'm running out of time, buddy. Take that. Leave. We got it. One of them, anyways. I need you to grow to become even more annoying. Come on, let's do this thing. No, not more annoyance! He actually looks kind of intimidating like that. Anyways, let's go with the Thunder Megazord for this. Basically a huge samurai with thunder powers. I love how they actually have lightning effects. Thunder Megazord was really good in the Zord fighting game for the SNES. If I recall correctly, it was one of the higher tiers. Okay, so Goldar is back. The best way to deal with him is using the Thunder Megazord's, like, Desperation attack, because it travels up. This will also hurt you and hurt your score if you care about that, but yeah, at least you can hit him reliably. The White Tiger Zord also can do that, but I think the Thunder Megazord's upward swing is a bit more reliable. Ow! Like how opening his wings can freaking hurt you. Basically, if he gets on the ground, grab him. That's the most damage you're going to do to him with a single hit. Oh, at least the Desperation attack only hurts you if you land the hit. Or this would be really irritating. Oh, whoops, I punched him. Oops. I'm gonna eat a lot of damage here. Come on, just a couple more hits. I can't jump, you annoying muffin. Should be like one more hit. Yeah, I think we're good now. We had to drain most of our energy just to hit him, but it worked. Reliable Ranger strats. So yeah, they found out he was Billy. That kind of was like, oh, hey, they're Power Rangers. And so something happened because of casting stuff behind, you know, the scenes. Jason, Trini, and Zach had to go to some peace conference, so Rocky, Adam, and Aisha are taking their place. But first, we have to go to a planet to get a sword. Yes, the Forbidden Planet. And, so Zed gets wise to this, and he decides to, well, blow up the planet with his Zord, his personal Zord. They don't show this, but... Oh, hi, Goldar. So, the reason I picked Red Ranger here is because, yeah, see that uppercut? Wow, stop blocking. Get over there. So we have to fight Goldar one more time. The easiest way to do it is with Jason. Or Red Ranger, whatever. It's Jason right now. His running attack also counts as the uppercut, so you can catch... Yeah, see? So these two stages, if you really want an easy time with Goldar, pick the Red Ranger. Trust me. Otherwise, you're stuck to flip kicks. You can kind of lock him in the corner. Alright, and here's where things get intense. Everything is exploding and fire is going everywhere. We have to get to the end of the stage. And get the sword. Lots of enemies are going to be coming, but they're also going to be dying a lot because, well, fire stuff. Keep an eye on the shadows and just keep running. Try to see where the safe zones are. Usually the bottom and the middle are the safest spots. They do have stuff that pops up down there or in the middle, but usually they are the safe zones. If there's any safe zones. Let's go. Just a bit more. The stage isn't even all that long. It's just, explosive. They keep giving you point bonuses here. I don't think they hardly ever give you life bonus here. Trolls. Yeesh. Oh hey, there's credit. Ow. Okay, we're at the sword. Come on, let's get there. Yeah. Oh right, they do show Serpentera in the back there. And since his powered up attack lingers, it hits multiple times. Pretty much Red Ranger's best for this stage. Sure you can. And with that, we transfer the powers to the people who are flashbacking to us transferring the powers to them. It's too late to look back. We just did 3 stages, but it's too late to look back. Let's go. The future is now. It's time to fight Ivan, finally. After that weird detour, that should have been the planet. But he's merging with the surviving Horiatron. Horiatron, wow, that didn't sound right. Anyways, yeah, he actually looks kind of menacing when he's not CGI. Oh, that's CGI. Alright, so we're gonna fight him with my favorite Megazord of the Mighty Morphin era. What? It's not the original or the Dragon Zord, you monster? No, it's the Ninja Megazord. Why? I like ninjas. I just like the design. It's also my main in the SNES fighter. Gee, who would have guessed? It's probably where it's the most ninja-like, honestly. Okay, so it has basic combo. Its running attack is a freaking roundhouse. So, Ivan Ooze is really powerful. Don't let him grab you. And that 3-hit combo hurts. So be on your guard. No. Yeah, see, he Kirby's you, or Charizard's you, whichever you prefer. Stop draining my energy. You're not Dr. Giro. This is basically a slugfest, a true Zord fight. Wow. I like how he, yeah, had one thing left before he... Man, that was cheesy. It happens. We can't let him escape, not after that embarrassment. We must combine the Zords. Shame this isn't on our sprite for the fight, but... what you gonna do? Alright, it's time to fight him one more time, where he bounces off the planet's surface. Boing. It's the same fight, one more time. Dodge his attacks if you can. It's kind of hard because you're a slow-moving freaking mech. He's way faster. Stop draining me! Ah! Hey, come back here! Well, I'll see you next time, folks. Yep, that was the end of the game. I hope you enjoy the next Bruiseday. This is Jedi Supersonic signing out. Enjoy the ending and the credits.